I think actually we should not be buying these. I certainly won't be buying one.
You know, man, I don't think there's a single person who is at all surprised to be hearing that from a dude called Essex Retro Gamer, who covers essentially nothing that's come out within the last 10 to 15 years, and the thought of anything new just shakes you to your very core.
I'm a man of technology. I'm a man of technology.
Oh my god, guys, did you hear that? He's a man of technology. Look at everyone, we got fucking Iron Man up in this bitch. Like, at this point, I'm half expecting this man to tell us he is a man of retardation as well. Though I guess at the very least, he isn't out here writing console fanfiction like our good old buddy old pal Harmon.
You have the Swids just dominating this thing in every single capacity. You have the Swids just dominating this thing in every single capacity.
I swear to god, this dude's mental state has been on a steady decline since the announcement of the Steam Deck. But that aside, what up motherfuckers, the infamous Panda Man here. So recently, I've been on a withdrawal of Nintendo fanboys tearing their hair out over the Steam Deck. I mean, the last console fanboy I did a video on was a PlayStation dick rider, which while equally as retarded, it's just not the same, you know? So today, I went out of my way to see if I could find any more videos of Nintendo fanboys losing their grasp on sanity. And honestly, man, I think I found the perfect video, which comes from a channel called Essex Retro Gamer, and their video is called Steam Deck Huge Issue. Wow, I guess it's such a huge issue, he just had to put the word huge in all caps. Though I guess I can't really complain, seeing how I'm a clickbaity little shit and all my titles are in all caps. But with that said, let's just get into this shit. One thing I'll give this man is that unlike the last guy I made a video on, it's that his intro is not violating my ears in 10 different ways.
Guys, this is a retro gaming channel.
Oh my god, this is a retro gaming channel? Damn dude, I would have never guessed by your username or the walls of virginity in the background.
So, talking about this is, you might think out of my comfort zone.
In all honesty, I'm not surprised at all that the Steam Deck is outside of your comfort zone. I mean, if I had to guess, pretty much anything that came out within the last 15 years is bound to scare you. Like, I'm just waiting for this dude to have a midlife crisis halfway through this video.
However, it's really not. I'm a man of technology. I'm a man of technology.
Holy shit, guys, he's a man of technology. Well, in that case, I'm a man of who fucking ask. You know, Elon Musk with his rockets and Tesla bots ain't got shit on a dude who collects video games from 10 plus years ago. What a legend.
My profession is in the technology industry, and I play modern video games too. I just don't talk too much about it on the channel.
You know, the fact that you felt the need to point that out, if anything, makes me think you don't play modern games. I mean, why do you have to prove yourself to anyone? You're free to have your own opinion on a topic regardless of how retarded it is.
For this reason, I'm gonna wade in on the whole Steam Deck debate.
Bro, what fucking debate is there? The Steam Deck is inarguably the best in comparison to anything else on the market for around the same price. Case fucking closed.
And I think actually we should not be buying these. I certainly won't be buying one.
I don't think anyone watching this video is at all surprised to hear that.
And I want you guys to understand in very layman's terms, because that's what the channel does.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you looking out for individuals very much like myself who are a few chromosomes short. You really are a pillar of the community by looking out for the little guys. I mean, at the very least, he's aware of his audience. Though I guess that's a bit ironic coming from me, because if anything, my videos are bound to reduce one's mental capacity from the stupidity they radiate.
Why you possibly shouldn't buy one either. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Holy shit, dude, I'm shaking more than the average homeless person on the heroin overdose from all of this excitement. And it appears I spoke too soon once again. You know, aside from this man following the footsteps of the last fanboy I made a video on, making his intro blow my eardrums out into smithereens, which by the way, this man claims to be a quote-unquote man of technology, yet he can't normalize his audio. But if that wasn't enough, this man also continues the annoying trend of a second intro when we're barely like a minute in. Like, we get your video is boring as fuck and you need to jolt us awake with that intro. That's probably used in North Korean concentration camps, but at least have some self-respect and refrain from using another intro when it's really unnecessary. Holy shit, dude, live interviews? Now this is the quality content I've been looking for. I mean, how can you not subscribe after an interview with Karen the high school lunch lady? Jesus Christ, that unironically made me jump in my chair. Well, that wasn't unnecessary and over the top as fuck.
So first up, let's talk about the pros. I mean, if we listen to the rest of the internet, we absolutely should be buying one of these systems. I'm seeing in my YouTube feed right now, and it's for this reason that I'm doing the video.
Let me get this straight. So just because people were making positive videos on the Steam Deck, and rightfully so, I mean the Steam Deck really is a great piece of hardware, considering what you get even with the cheapest $400 model. I mean, you're not gonna find a gaming laptop that's similarly spec'd for the same price. But this man seeing positive reactions to the Steam Deck got under his skin so much that he felt the need to make this video. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude pre-ordered the Switch OLED.
I am seeing video after video of positivity, video after video of telling you that this is a must-buy item.
Okay, and that's a problem because, like, I'm really failing to see the problem with people recommending you something based off the information we've been given. Valve has been thoroughly transparent on the capabilities of the Steam Deck by literally giving you all the specifications, answering questions you'd likely ask during interviews, and just recently they straight up did a teardown guide. Like, I'm really failing to see the problem with the positive feedback it's been getting.
And not many videos giving you the reality.
Bro, what the fuck are you even talking about? Giving you the reality? Motherfucker, this isn't the Matrix, okay? You're not fucking Morpheus, you're a grown man crying over video games. Literal pieces of fucking plastic, you fucking dolt.
Now, it is powerful, especially for a handheld system. It makes the Nintendo Switch look like nothing, it really does. Them two little mouse pads on the side look amazing, thumbsticks look brilliant. I mean, the screen as well, if you go for the highest model, you've got a nice reflective film on there to help you with the sunlight and all the rest of it.
Well, actually, it's called an anti-glare edge screen. Ha 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 ha. Nah, but seriously, I'm yet to see the problem with the Steam Deck, especially after the short list you've given a literal moment ago. Like I said this before, but if anything, making these videos have made me want to get a Steam Deck even more. As unlikely as that is in the near future, with the shortages and shit which don't seem like they'll be ending anytime soon.
It seems like an amazing console.
It's not a console, it's a PC. It doesn't have the bullshit restrictions and the lack of functionality and features like consoles do, and has way more software and hardware support.
You would think it would appeal to me too as well, because you're gonna get all of those great benefits. You're gonna get the full library of the Bethesda games through Xbox Gamepass.
I mean, they're on Steam too, but Steam and Xbox Gamepass aside, with the Steam Deck you're not bound to a singular storefront, like you are on console. Besides Steam and Xbox, you can also use GOG, Ubisoft Connect, and of course the Epic Games Launcher, or as I like to call it, the Fortnite Store, which I only keep around for the occasional free games I'm yet to play, among many others. But aside from the storefronts themselves, you can also buy games from key resellers like Gamivo, which I'd highly recommend as it's a great way of saving money. But you can't really do that on console, especially PlayStation, where the greedy motherfuckers literally made it impossible to buy from key resellers. But that aside, you're also able to dabble in emulation.
Through Xbox Game Pass, you are going to get the FIFAs and the sports games that everybody likes to play.
Oh yeah, dude, everybody just loves to play sports games with review scores like these.
The sports games that everybody likes to play.
Like, Jesus Christ, this is how you know this motherfucker is talking out of his ass and is out of touch when he makes the claim that people just can't get enough of sports games, when they're literally the same annual recycled piece of dog shit stuck to your shoe.
On the go in great, graphical, glorious, just fantasticness that you want to see it in.
That's right, man. Nothing is as much of a technical marvel graphically and gameplay wise as much as fucking FIFA. Like, just what in the actual fuck is this fucking shit going on about? I guess he's never heard of Red Dead Redemption 2, Crysis, Microsoft Flight Simulator, or modded Skyrim, which even to this day can bring top-end graphics cards to their knees with all the settings and mods maxed out.
You're gonna get an amazing experience from that side of things. You're also going to get what? You're going to get the emulators. You're going to get the ability to play those retro games in crisp, clear quality. I mean, Jesus, I'm selling it to myself right now.
I mean, you are right, the Steam Deck sounds amazing, and you'd think someone like you who's centered their channel around retro gaming would be delighted to get his hands on one of these. But of course that's not gonna happen, because you're gonna find some small nitpicks to bitch and moan about that probably have already existing solutions and workarounds.
I feel like I need to go get one immediately. But there is a really important thing that I haven't thought about, and I don't think a lot of people are considering this either.
Oh my god, dude, what is it? I mean, you've been building up this shit throughout the whole video so far, and the suspense is killing me. Please enlighten me to the war crimes the Steam Deck and Valve have committed for you to feel the need to make this video.
There is an issue. It's big.
Ha ha ha, like my dick. Ha 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 ha.
And for me, it's storage.
Oh my god, now this retorted argument again. For those unaware, the storage inside the Steam Deck is one of the main bullshit nitpicks Nintendo Switch fanboys use. I mean, just watch, this guy's gonna start ranting about the speed and the size.
Now, if you want to play Warzone, you are 100 gig, really, of space. If you want to play the latest Call of Duty, you may be 200 gig of space required. If you want to play, let's think of games like Doom, it is 50-60 gig. There is game after game after game that is large and just will not fit on the base model.
I mean, well, that's true, that's not really on Valve to accommodate for Activision's incompetence to optimize their games sufficiently. Like, there is no reason a game like Call of Duty should be more than 50 gigabytes. And yes, the storage of the base model is small, but Valve had to cut corners somewhere so the system wouldn't be too costly to produce. And honestly, I prefer them to reduce something like storage over the processor, when I can always just get a micro SD card, which is more than enough.
So you're thinking, well, the base model is only £50 more than the Switch, I've got to get one. I'm sorry guys, the base model, what use is it to you?
What use is it to me? Oh, I don't know, maybe the superior game library alongside all the functionality and features of Steam and other third-party software? But hey, what do I know? The storage inside the Steam Deck really is a deal breaker. You know, Nintendo's just gonna jump Valve and curb stomp them to death with their glorious OLED screen and Ethernet port in the streets of Detroit.
Realistically, again, this is layman's terms, you can't install big games on this. You really can't. So what are you going to do? You're going to use the external memory, the ability to plug them SD cards in. Guys, you won't be able to play these games from an SD card. I mean, that's going to be the bottleneck.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be more than fine with an SD card, which mind you is faster than the average hard drives people have been using for the last 20 years or so. Like, the only difference between storage formats tends to be the loading times. And there's literally a video on YouTube of someone playing GTA 5, a game most notoriously known for its painfully long loading times, among other things like the shit stain that is GTA Online. But the guy's literally playing GTA 5 on an SD card, and if you're able to do that, you're gonna be okay. I mean, you claim to be a man of technology, someone who knows their stuff, yet you can't do a simple Google search. More like the man of retardation and mental gymnastics, if you ask me.
But believe me, the speed that data transfers off of the SD card is not going to be sufficient to play these games.
Yeah, no, it'll be more than enough considering they tend to be about on par with hard drives. Most people use regularly, whether it be on PC or consoles. I mean, this man really did just magically forget that hard drives have been the standard for at least the last 2 decades.
I do not believe for a second it's going to be. So you are going to be dramatically limited.
No, you're not. Refer to my previous points, I don't feel like repeating myself again.
So what's the solution? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll buy the bigger version. It's still not going to take your library of games around with it. You're going to have to install, uninstall, install, uninstall, and that's going to depend on a significant wireless connection.
What's wrong with storage management? No shit, if you have like 30 AAA games installed, you're gonna be short on storage. But most people aren't buying this as their main system. People who are interested in the Steam Deck likely already own a PC and just want something they can use when they're not in the comfort of their own homes. Because I don't know about you, but I can't exactly lug my tower PC with me everywhere I go. Oh, and no shit, you have to be connected to the internet to download games. Welcome to the 21st century, Grandpa.
Let's think now about what we struggle with today, day to day. We're waiting. I mean, I've got 50 meg, the internet. That's the best connection I can get into my house, unfortunately.
Sounds like a you problem.
So with that connection, it is taking days to download. Call of Duty.
Bro, where the fuck do you live for it to take fucking days to download Call of Duty? Are you a resident of buttfuck nowhere Africa?
If I wipe Call of Duty off of my Series X, it is taking a huge amount of time to download it. Am I going to do that every time I want to change games?
You know, honestly, you should throw Call of Duty in the Shadow Realm, seeing how Cold War is absolute shit, and the Vanguard looks even worse. I think that would really solve your problems.
Guys, listen to me. I want one of these. I think that they look fantastic, but I will not be buying one until I understand more about this storage capability.
What is there to understand? A simple Google search would have literally solved this existential midlife crisis you're experiencing. Once again, the only difference between storage formats nowadays is the loading times, which even then are more than fine, and the portability of said storage. This really doesn't go any deeper than that, yet you're over here questioning the meaning of life. So much for being the man of technology.
And the speed and the options when it comes to storage. I think you guys should hold off too. You're not going to listen to me in reality because they're already selling out like hotcakes.
That and you're fucking retarded.
But be careful. Also take into account the failures. Steam have had many failures in the hardware sector. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but go look into it yourself if you don't believe me.
The Steam Machine kerfuffle was on Dell for pushing a product that Valve wanted to cancel. The Steam controller was underrated, and Valve's VR headsets have been successful, so what are you actually on about? If anything, them doing the aforementioned things gave them more experience.
This is something that you have to be very careful about. The scalpers are already on it. I beg you guys, do not go and buy scalper prices. We're seeing these on eBay for expensive amounts of money.
There's a difference on eBay between what something is listed for and what people are actually buying said item for. I mean, you claim to be a technical expert, yet you don't know this. Like, say for example, I had in my possession a
my fuck me silly mega masturbator, fuck my big black ass edition.
You know, say for whatever reason I had one of those in my possession like Daddy, the food review god, and wanted to sell it on eBay. I could technically list it for pretty much as I would have wanted to, but unless you're like James Charles, who's an avid dildo enthusiast with money spilling out of his pockets, you're not gonna buy it.
You should absolutely think about this storage issue. Go out, look at it. Don't just listen to the video after video after video that are giving you hands-on commentary. Think about what is going on here with storage. It's really important.
I mean, dude, I followed your own advice and did just that, and I'm still gonna get the Steam Deck if and when I get the chance. So I don't know if that was your intended outcome, but GG outplayed.
Anyway, it was a quick video, guys. It was just to try and give you a very layman's basic perspective on the Valve Steam Deck. Is it a Nintendo killer? Well, we don't know.
Yeah, no, well, I think the Steam Deck will do just fine. There is still no way it's gonna be a quote-unquote Nintendo killer. And I don't think there's a single person trying to make that claim besides Valve dick riders.
But storage is vital. If you're gonna just play them indie games, absolutely. If you want to play big hitters, and the reason why you want to play big hitters on the go, you want to buy these for that reason, you have to be careful and just take in mind the size aspect and the storage problem that, in my opinion, the Valve Steam Deck has.
There is no problem. Everything on Valve's end is justified.
Cheers, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Wow, and just like that, that elephant shit of a YouTube video comes to a close. Honestly, I don't think this video accomplished much, and the only thing I got from it, aside from the brain damage caused by the retardation exerted by this video, were the random buzzwords of giving you the reality and him being supposedly a man of technology, even though this video clearly destroys his credibility. And I've definitely had more than enough of this shit for one day. Like, I feel like I need to do some lines and lie down after that shit.
I'm a man of technology.
But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, this Count Tony Stark over here, the man of technology himself, is gonna send 500 ballistic remote missiles to your exact location. So if you don't want that to happen, then do the aforementioned things. I'm serious, guys. You don't want to tempt the wrath of this man.
I'm a man of technology.
Case fucking closed. Nah, but in all seriousness, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peanut butter chocolate, great when it's that ripple. When they combine and make the morning time epic. Morning time epic. Morning time epic. Double E-S-E-S.